Hello, friends. Welcome to the King YouTube channel. Thanks to Meghan and Harry, it's clear they crave attention and wealth, always wanting to be in the spotlight. Their drive for fame and money might eventually be their downfall. This drama is unfolding on a global stage, which is something many couples go through, right? According to those in the know, this has been brewing for a while. The struggles they face as a couple are tough, and I wouldn't wish them on anyone. But they've chosen to put themselves out there, aiming to be part of an elite circle. Just like how Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's lives play out in certain circles, the same goes for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, once known as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They've stepped away from those titles now. Rumor has it that Meghan has been reaching out, trying to explain that people don't really understand what she's been through. She suggests it's partly because Harry is seen as unstable. Mental health issues, often discussed openly in documentaries and online, have played a big role. Within the British monarchy, Harry was surrounded by a lot of care and protection. Many people care for Harry, especially Catherine, Princess of Wales, who was deeply concerned about him. It's clear he struggled without that strong support system. One moment he seemed euphoric, and the next he appeared to be in deep despair. Harry likely thought that once he gained his freedom, everything would fall into place and be wonderful, but he quickly realized that the fleeting happiness he found wasn't sustainable. Now, sources say Harry is considering leaving the celebrity world altogether. He's confused about why Meghan seems to have lost interest in their original dream of relocating to Africa. Harry can't understand why Meghan has lost her enthusiasm for rescuing animals, a cause he was incredibly passionate about. If you think about it, it becomes clear that this might have been a clever way to get him on board. Meghan seems like the kind of person who enjoys the spotlight and the cafe lifestyle. Some might say Harry is in a vulnerable place right now. The big question is whether he could step away and spend 6 months on his own to find himself. You probably have a sense of how these things usually work. However, the team thinks this situation could create a negative impression and stir up a lot of animosity, especially as Meghan's effort to establish America Riviera Orchard hasn't been successful yet. The discussions are ongoing, but from what I've heard, if anyone thought things were going smoothly behind the scenes, they're mistaken. Harry still has moments of happiness, but they're becoming less frequent. No matter your opinion on Harry, and I'm sure there are many, you have to acknowledge that he tried to follow his dream. Unfortunately, many believe it hasn't gone as planned, and rumors suggest he now seeks peace away from the spotlight. Meghan has claimed that Harry is very happy working in the entertainment industry, but does that really seem accurate? Do you believe Meghan's words that Harry is content with his life in entertainment? If yes, you'd say so, and if not, you'd likely disagree. Some feel that Harry should have stood up for himself instead of letting her control him, but now it might be too late. Harry is seen by some as nothing more than an adult acting like a toddler. If they genuinely wanted to serve others through their foundation, they could have done so without dragging their family through the mud. It seems like Harry fits the type of person a narcissist seeks someone they can easily manipulate. Given everything, how can the royal family, or anyone else for that matter, ever trust him again? He might continue to play the victim, complaining and blaming others for everything. I don't trust Harry at all and never will. He's shown himself to be vindictive, ruthless, and vengeful, a true traitor. There's no reason to feel sorry for him. Despite their titles, they're nothing more than a joke and an embarrassment. It's clear she's controlling him. I've prayed for so long that he would walk away and let God deal with her because she just brings misery. Do you think they need prayer more than criticism? If everyone stopped talking about them, even for just one day, we could all take a deep breath and move on with our lives. But like a train wreck, it's hard to look away. I have no sympathy for Harry and Meghan. They've brought all of this upon themselves. They hold hands and act like they have the perfect love story, but it's all just a show for the cameras. I'll never forget the cruelty and lies they spread, causing so much pain to Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. After a lifetime of service and dedication, they deserved peace in their final days. Instead, Harry and Meghan brought them stress and heartache, which is unforgivable. Despite the love Harry received from his grandparents, he betrayed them. In my eyes, he's worthless, and let's be honest, no one would accuse Harry of being the brightest. Harry is like a middle-aged child, petulant, pouty, and just as slimy as his toxically jealous wife. His drug use has turned his brain to mush, leaving him a wasted human being who never grew up and can't even take care of himself. Meghan is a master manipulator, and together they're living out a victim narrative that Harry knows gets him a free pass for bad behavior. It's all just a big act. Repeating and supporting Harry's victim story only enables his self-inflicted behavior and guarantees that his attacks on his brother and family will continue. How can he ever be forgiven for how he treated Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip as they neared the end of their lives? He accused them of racism without a shred of proof, the same family that loved and cared for him his entire life. Harry's actions have caused significant distress within his family, especially at a time when his father and Princess Catherine are battling serious health issues. His decisions have strained relationships to the point of no return, leaving an impression that the public finds hard to forgive. The public's reaction has been severe, with many believing that Harry's choices have irreparably damaged his relationships. The notion of forgiveness seems distant, with Harry's actions viewed as beyond redemption in the eyes of many. Harry's infatuation with Meghan Markle seems to have clouded his judgment. His deep affection for her blinded him to her true intentions, leading him to overlook potential red flags that might have otherwise been evident. It's clear that Meghan employed emotional tactics to influence Harry. His willingness to avoid conflict led him to concede to her demands, despite knowing that her reactions could be harsh and manipulative. The pattern of emotional blackmail became a frequent occurrence in their relationship. Harry received crucial advice from his family, including a cautionary comment from his grandfather about marrying an actress. His brother William also advised him to proceed with caution and get to know Meghan more deeply. However, Harry chose to disregard these warnings, which has now contributed to the current state of affairs. The consequences of Harry's misjudgments are evident. His actions have not only affected his personal relationships, but have also influenced public perception. The ongoing scrutiny and criticism highlight the challenges faced by individuals in the public eye, especially when personal decisions impact broader family dynamics. As Harry and Meghan navigate their future, the lessons from their past actions will likely shape their decisions. The path to rebuilding trust, both within the family and with the public, will be a challenging one. Moving forward, careful consideration and transparency will be crucial in mending these fractured relationships. Earl Spencer and Harry's friends also warned him about Meghan. She was determined to separate him from everyone who had his best interests at heart, and she succeeded. It seems Harry is too cowardly to leave. He doesn't consider the well-being of the children and is too selfish and self-absorbed to protect them from the embarrassing life they're living. He knows that if he leaves, it will confirm that William and others were right, and he doesn't want to face that. He has burned bridges with his family, friends, and the UK, leaving him with nowhere to go and no one to rely on. If he leaves, Meghan would likely make it incredibly difficult for him to see the kids and could even turn them against him. In California, she would get half of everything, and he might lose even more, including inheritance. So it seems he's in a tough spot of his own making. Do you agree with this assessment? Please leave a comment below and share your thoughts. I appreciate you watching my video. If you'd like to support the King YouTube channel, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.